What's that sound? It's For Amusement Only, the EM and Bingo Pinball Podcast.
Welcome back to For Amusement Only. This is Nick Baldridge. Tonight I wanted to talk about 1976's Miss America Supreme. Now, if you've been listening for a while, you'll know that Bally put out two previous Miss America games, Miss America in 1957 and Miss America 75. Now, Miss America Supreme is yet another version of that game, and the big feature on Miss America Supreme is that you can move every number on the Backglass across two different bingo cards. But as a bingo pinball machine, this is a multi-coin machine. You step up, you put your first coin in, and the game will reset. It will tick down to the default odds for each color. It will also load a ball to the shooter lane, and at that point, you can either play for your default odds with no additional features, or you can put in additional coins to try and earn different features or advances in your odds. So let's talk about how you win. Well, the main way that you win is you get 3, 4, or 5 in a row, and what you win are the colors indicated by the line in which you got 3, 4, or 5 in a row will tell you what your odds are. Your odds go from 4 for 3 in a row to 16 for 4 in a row to 75 for 5 in a row. Those are your default odds. That's what the machine gives you right away. But the odds can increase to 192 for 3 in a row, 400 for 4 in a row, and 600 for 5 in a row. So let's talk about the extra features that this game has. First of all, you've got a main card and an extra card. The extra card is enabled on mystery intervals, so again, your first coin's going to light your main card and set your odds to the default, and then each additional coin has a chance of lighting this extra card. Lighting the extra card is key to making many of the combinations that you really want to make in any Miss America game. Beyond that, you also want to enable the magic lines feature. And the magic lines on any Miss America game go up to E. And as you enable the magic lines, they enable the horizontal movement of all the numbers in a row across both cards, left and right, one position. This is a very powerful feature. So for example, if I have magic line A lit and I land in number 6, I can move magic line A so that my numbers are 14, 8, 6, 25, and 6. Having two 6s on one row on the same card is pretty nice. So if you get 6, then all you have to do is get 25, and you've got a 3 in a row. You get 8 and 14, you get a 5 in a row. So what do you get for those? We've talked about your odds, but what I didn't talk about is that this game has quadruple deck scoring. It's got red odds, yellow odds, green odds, and white odds. The red and yellow lines are only on the main card. The green and white lines are only on the extra card. So again, in order to get your full winning potential, you want to drop in multiple coins, which of course is the intent. So aside from the extra card, there's also a corners feature. Corners only score on the main card, and if they're lit, and you happen to land a ball in all 4 of the corners, then you'll win your red 5 in a line odds. Your magic lines can be moved by default before 4th ball, or as is typical for the Miss America games, there's an extended time tree, but it's only before 5th ball. Now, Miss America Supreme has an extra feature, and that is the stars. These are not like the star zones, although they're kind of like the star zones, but the difference is that they are regular numbers that score on the green lines or the white lines on the extra card by default. There's no magic involved. They don't have to be the fifth number that you hit, like on the Mystic Lines games. These stars are at the cardinal positions of the compass, north, south, east, and west, on the extra card. And if this feature is lit and you get all four of them, then you'll win the green 5 in a line odds. Beyond that, you have the red letter game. This is the first red letter game available on a Miss America machine. And following the letters in America, if you get either 3 or 2 in the stars on the extra card, then you'll win the red letter game. The red letter game, again, is a extra game that you get for free with guaranteed odds and features, and it's typically higher than the odds that you're playing for currently. In all except the red odds. Now this game also has rollovers, which will light in an alternating fashion, so if you get the rollover feature lit, it will switch between yellow and red, and these are on opposite ends of the playfield. If you have the rollover lit and you hit it, then it will award you the extended time tree to before fifth. On top of that, this game has the extra ball feature. You can get up to 3 extra balls, which gives you a total of 8 chances to get your 5 in a line. Of course, the different arrangements of the bingo cards make this a very powerful feature on the Miss America games. So, let's talk about the artwork. Miss America Supreme has the same woman represented on the left and right side of the Backglass, in an evening gown on the right side, and in a bikini on the left side. On both sides she's wearing the crown, so she's already been crowned Miss America. And the words Miss America are on a ribbon across the top, with a star in between the words Miss and America. The bingo cards themselves are green on the left, and the extra card is orange. Underneath the replay register, you have a crown, and there's a ribbon underneath the large Magic Lines letters with the rollover crowns. One is yellow and one is red. The cabinet is sort of a throwback to Miss America 57. There's a large crown on the side of the head with ribbon above and below, and the cabinet has some of the same ribbon graphics across it with stars, and then underneath kind of a rainbow pattern of red, white, and blue. The playfield has the same woman from the Backglass, again in 2 different outfits, and red, white, and blue is the pattern all the way down. Having just had the chance to play a Miss America for the first time just a weekend ago, I have lots to say about the game, but I will say that any of the Miss America games are well worth owning, I think, because of the difference in gameplay. If you're able to own a Miss America game and another 25-hole bingo with either a fixed card or with some other moving numbers feature, I think you'll really appreciate the difference in gameplay. And sometimes you're going to want that extra card and those moving horizontal lines. Sometimes you're going to want, say, magic squares or fixed cards with super cards. And it all just depends on your mood. Well, that's all for tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. My name again is Nick Baldridge. You can reach me at foramusementonlypodcast@gmail.com, or you can call me on the Bingos line. That's 724-BINGOS1, 724-246-4671. You can listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Pocket Casts via RSS, on Facebook, on Twitter at Bingo Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram, also at Bingo Podcast, or you can listen to us on our website, which is foramusementonly.libsyn.com. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.